All right. There's an ancient Chinese proverb that says, the person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person doing it. So, this is so interesting because it's so interesting that the people who seem to be the unhappiest are the ones who are doing the least and contributing the least. And here's what I mean: you're never going to find somebody doing as much as you that won't criticize you, that will criticize you. In other words, if somebody's criticizing you, or or they just get upset for no reason, chances are they're jealous, they're upset, they have other problems. Um, it's just so interesting to see how people who have nothing going on, they can't wait to make a problem out of people who are busy doing things. It's like people are busy doing something, and someone's got to have a problem with it, right? These people are to be avoided at all costs, but one tactic that you can use is to confront them and get rid of it, make it stop. But I wanted to throw that out there because it's interesting because people are so emotional and irrational, right? So it's like our animal nature is still there for the average human being. It's very much amplified. And when somebody's on their purpose and they're moving with purpose and they're moving with intention, people who are distracted, not on their purpose, not on their intention, they seem to take notice. And what happens is they oftentimes try to attack or impede your motion. And it's interesting because typically you find out that people who are doing that are busy doing nothing. So I find it very peculiar and very interesting that people who are up to nothing are looking for reasons to get upset. They're looking for reasons to get distracted. These are the most distracted people on the planet. They're already distracted, doing nothing of value, producing nothing, consuming, and they have opinions on everything, but yet they contribute nothing. So, it's just so interesting. It's like the more opinions someone has, the more interloping or meddling that somebody does, um, to other people who are on their purpose, on their journey, who are doing things, who are getting things done. Um, it's like they just want the attention. They just want the significance. They want the importance. They want to be useful and important, and they want the attention, like children. So be very aware that this occurs. And a lot of times sometimes people will do it covertly where they're just there to waste your time. They're there to cause problems. So it's interesting. But the key point is that it seems like, look, if you're going to be productive, if you're abundant, if you're manifesting great things and you're putting the work in and you're putting the effort in and you're sowing seeds and you're doing good out in the world, a lot of times people will take notice of that. And if they feel inadequate, they'll feel the need to get attention. But you'll never see somebody who's doing more than you try to stop you or criticize you. More often than not, they'll try to encourage you. They'll try to help. They'll try to add value, and that's the way that we should always aspire to be: help, add value, and improve other people with whatever it is that they're doing, helping other people achieve their own success. This is really the key. It's a fundamental key to our own success, is being able to help other people. And so when you observe somebody who is doing the opposite, where they're trying to impede or cause problems or meddle or whatever, just get attention and distract, it's just that. It's important to understand and realize that these are distractions, and that in this incredibly distractible world, I mean, that's what we have. This world is full of distractions. This is the most, we have the shortest attention span ever in history as it is. So I guess if you made it this far, in the video and you listen to the whole thing, congratulations, you have a brain, and you're actually interested in what I'm saying. But it's really amazing to see the lack of it. But this is the point I wanted to drive home: is that when somebody's impeding, stopping, complaining, causing problems, or has a problem with you or something you're doing, typically you'll find that that person has absolutely nothing going on. They're looking for something to distract themselves with. And, whatever it is with you, they want to get some of that energy or some of that, whatever it is, the attention that you're getting or the value, they're trying to extract energy, attention, or value out of you. So it's just an interesting thing to keep in mind as you're going about. Um, it's an interesting thing to keep in mind just as you're going about your journey, that people who are doing less than you will sometimes do these things, and it's important to just take note, be aware, um, you know, and then at the same time realize that you have infinite potential. All right, man. And it's so interesting to note that when this occurs, you'll find that these people, what they're really struggling with is their own significance, their own purpose, their own drive, their own motivation, their own reasons for existence, and their own awareness and understanding of life. And that's ultimately what's missing when this occurs for somebody. Because otherwise, look, if you're not consumed by your own purpose, if you're not consumed by what you have going on, what you're creating, and what you're investing your time in, then chances are, you're going to end up like 99% of the world, which is kind of aimless, no control, no direction, and expecting everybody else to do things for you, expecting the expecting somebody else to be responsible for your success and for the accomplishment of your goals, and it just obviously does not work that way. So this is the most empowering point that you can consider.